We were approached by Alton Towers to work with them to set up some sort of CSI subspecies activity. So what we've done is behind us we have the lab of Dr. Alton, and she's gone missing, and so what we need some help to try and find out what's happened to her. So there are different types of evidence located around the scene, and what we need help with is we need the school children and college kids to come in and basically find that evidence, compare it to control samples that we've got from suspects, and try and understand what's happened. So they do that in small teams, then they all come together, put their evidence on an incident board, and actually kind of come up with a strategy for what they think's happened.
We've had a scenario where there's apparently a beast on the loose, and we have to find out it's a detachable beast and like what kind it is. And we've had to search through forensics to find clues to actually find out what's going on.
It was good to learn about forensics as well, because I've never really done anything about forensics, so I don't really know what it involves. So it's learnt me also about what involves in forensics, like the fingerprint. I didn't know you had to match it to the evidence that you found, and there was different types of fingerprints, and it was really good.
It was much better, because it's better way. It's a different way of learning. It's a better way of learning, like actually getting involved and experience it for yourself. Instead of like just reading it off the board, making notes, you're actually getting involved and thinking for yourself.
Generally, we find that if you can apply whatever subject you're trying to teach them to a specific scenario, they learn it a lot better. If they're doing it, hands-on themselves, rather than sitting in a classroom, getting them to actually come and do something physically gets them much more engaged with it. But it also kind of helps them to understand a little bit more about, okay, at school you might be looking down a microscope, and forensics is kind of one of the areas that in the future, that is a skill that you really, really need. It's really good for the university in terms of getting students from across the county to understand what we do, and understand the opportunities that are available for them. So if they were really interested in doing, say, forensic science or forensic investigation, then they potentially would see the sorts of things they could do on the degree. However, if they're more interested in business or events management or even engineering, because we have this partnership with Alton Towers and with other kind of local partners, they've got the opportunity to do work experience while they're doing the degree, which is kind of invaluable from a future employment perspective.